Well, hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Island Church Weekly Podcast. I am joined, as ever, by Pastor Will. How are you today, my friend?
I'm doing well, Matt. It's hard to believe that it's getting
We're almost
close
halfway
to
through
the
December.
middle of December.
We're almost there. We're almost halfway through December, which is wild. 2025 coming to an end. Oh, good times with that. Yeah, I think all of us have had a pretty good 2025, and yeah, we'll see what 2026 has for us and what God's doing there. But lots of exciting stuff at Island Church to talk about this week. So why don't you give us a recap on the past weekend that was at Island Church?
Yes, well, we started on Saturday with the lighting the Christmas tree. Gave us an opportunity to connect with some of the people on the island, and so we set up a booth. If you came by, you saw it. If you didn't, we set up a booth and some things about the church. We had the brochures related to the upcoming Christmas concert and the Christmas Eve, and just engage with people. And we certainly appreciate David Youngren was over there. David does a remarkable job. He's comes down from New York when he's with us. He's fully engaged, and just appreciate him setting an example there. And then Mark and Ty and Sandy and I set it up, and Sandy stayed actually most of the time. Was just greeting people, and so that was really good to connect with folks. And so that was Saturday,
Awesome.
and then on Sunday we had our service and great service that morning, followed by a meal with Charles Blanton. He's getting closer. He's getting better on his barbecue. If we just keep letting him try to practice, trying to help him out. But he did pork loin. It was just great, and everybody pitched in and had some sandwiches and had a couple different types of salads, potato salad, and maybe a broccoli salad that Sandy Harding makes, and that was done really good. And so that was good. We had lunch together, and just some good fellowship, just connecting with each other, and that was a good thing. And then after that, we had our annual minister celebration, and so we had a full time. So
Yeah.
it was good.
Very cool. Very cool. And then how was Sunday morning? Talk to us a little bit, for those who were not there, about what you were preaching on, about what kind of where we're going next with the series kind of for Christmas. Yeah, just give us a little bit of an update there.
Yeah, I thought in light of all the troubling news, potential troubling news, I think things are calming down some in the country and on the island. But we just want to talk about the good news of Christmas.
Yeah.
And what ways it's good news. And this past week, I got kicked off as the good news that God was with us. Emmanuel, God, the creator of the universe, the one who spoke everything into being, walked with us in the cool of the day, and then came in the form of Jesus to give his life for us. I mean, that's about the best news, the greatest news that's ever could be. And so we started the series that way. And this week, I'm going to be talking about a different kind of peace. How do we get to peace, and what's the pathways to peace, and what does that really mean? Peace on earth and when there's conflicts everywhere. So what does that look like? And so I'm really looking forward to this week, maybe some little twist on that that maybe you'll want to come and listen to, either in person, or if you're not here yet, maybe some of our church family that's different parts of the country. Maybe just listen in online there and pick up that. So that's this coming week. And we're going to be in this series on the good news of Christmas. And so that was this past week. And the other thing that we think about what we did with the annual celebration is we talked about 2025. We reflected back, Matt, on all the things. And after I did the presentation, or after I was preparing the presentation, putting the slides together, kind of give samples of kind of what's going on in 2025, I thought to myself, this is why I'm tired. This is why Sandy was tired. It was good. We do a whole lot of stuff, as you know, for a church our size, and we pull a lot of things off. And so a lot of volunteers, a lot of people invest in themselves in ministry. And so we're really grateful for that. And so we reviewed that together and laughed some, had some fun things. And I don't know that we cried, but
that's good. You don't have to cry. That's okay. We don't. Sometimes it's good to cry. Sometimes it's good just to have some joy. Right? It's okay. It's not always sadness. So very cool. Yeah.
We highlighted that. We highlighted what I tried to summarize actually in some statements. Summarize 2025, and then some of the challenges that we had. And then as we looked forward to 2026, we laid out kind of a vision for 2026. A lot of it's going to include what we've been doing, because I like a lot of things that we're doing. We provide opportunities for people to get to know Christ. We provide opportunities for people to grow in Christ in various ways. That's why we exist. We're connected with the community. We can connect more. Of course, as we deal with this building, it's going to help us do that even more so. But we look forward. And then we actually have a short business time, probably in 12 or 15 minutes, maybe. We approved, we had heard earlier financial plans. And again, tell our people, anytime you want to look at financial
Yeah,
things. We're
it's all there. Yeah,
open book here, but we
yeah,
look forward to 2026, and we don't just have a budget. We have a ministry plan, and then we have a financial plan to help us meet the ministry plan,
yeah.
and that's how that works. And so we approve that unanimously.
Very cool. Very cool.
And so it really is important for everybody to do their part in terms of serving, participating, serving, and giving. We all do this together. We advance the gospel together. And so we looked at that, and it was just a good part of that. So
Very cool. Well, what's coming up that folks need to know about? I know there's several events coming up that are on the radar. That's for sure.
well, we talked to them about the building. So I'll mention just one or two quick words here about the building, because the building continues to progress.
Yeah.
And that is, we got soil testing coming up on December 16 or 17 out here
Good stuff.
to decide what types of pilings they need and how deep they need to go. Right. So
Yep.
that's going on. Our final plans, what's called MEP, mechanical, electrical, plumbing plans, sometime in the middle of December, or at least by Christmas, we'll have those. In other words, that's what you actually build off
Yep.
of. You have
Absolutely.
family in construction, right? I mean,
Yep. Yeah,
background?
my dad was in development space. Yeah.
Well, that's right. Indirectly, yes.
Yep.
So, so those plans then allow you to actually build. Then after that, we'll be moving to a phase of actually pulling our monies together, and what commitments do we have? What commitments do we need to get? And then what do we need from institutions or individuals? And I just remind people, you can give through your estate, you can give a house, you can give through your RA, you can give through any number of kind of ways. You can do stock. We have people doing all those different kinds of things. And so we'll pull those together, and then we'll be off and building. This is happening. It's going to be moving forward. So that's really good news. And as you know, we're going to brand the coffee shop area, and you want to say a word or two maybe about that?
Yeah. So it's so we have the Cove, right, which is what
Mhm.
we're officially calling the new coffee shop area. I think we were able to show on Sunday some mock-ups of kind of what it could look like. I'm excited for people to kind of start seeing that roll out, because I think it helps us capture a vision for, oh no, this is what it's really going to be like, and that's so critical because it helps us build momentum, right? And so
Right.
that's going to be a space that I think is a great place for people. You think of the way work has changed for a lot of people. A lot of folks, even retirements change now. They're not, just sitting out playing golf all day or playing tennis. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but more and more people, I think, on the island and just in general are still, it's a little bit more of a hybrid, right? Where maybe they still have some work to do, or they just want to go somewhere and be in a space where they can be around other people. I think the Cove is going to create a space where they can grab a cup of coffee, they can pull out their laptop or their iPad and do a little bit of work, get to know other people. It's just going to be a space that is a gathering space for the community, and also for those people who may be visiting the island. You think of the folks down at Fort DeSoto that are looking for a stable internet connection and a nice hot cup of coffee that's not offered kind of on the campgrounds. So I think it'll be a really great, attractive place to pull people in. There's really not another place on the island where you can go get a good cup of coffee and just sit in the quiet, or sit and do some focus work for a little while. So really excited to see how that project becomes really a core part of pulling people in on a day-to-day basis. We've got all the special event stuff we're going to do that the space will allow for, but this is kind of that thing that just passively, as people are going throughout their life, Monday through Friday, they're able to kind of be in and around the church and around church people. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really, really cool opportunity for the community to kind of engage with the church in a whole different way than they've been able to in the past.
Yeah. And we talked about, you and I talked about, just before we started filming this morning, we talked about eventually we may even have like a Wednesday night dinner, for example, just to visualize a Wednesday night dinner for the family. The kids are down doing a kids program down on the flex space. The parents on the next floor up, having coffee, just engaging, maybe doing a Bible study. Maybe we've got both the inside space, and we have that 10 by 30 porch.
Yeah.
And so if you weren't there this past Sunday, you didn't see the drone pictures I showed of what it looks like if you were up 30, 35 feet.
Yeah.
And we have some video and some images of that. And so we're creating these spaces. Primarily what we're doing is creating spaces for people to connect. We're trying to bridge to them, then bridge them to us, and so that we can bridge them to God.
Yeah.
And so all that's going to happen. Then they're going to bridge to each other. It's going to be, as you said, a gathering place. So, the parents could be up, kids could be down. I mean, there's all kinds of things that's going to happen with this. And so we're really excited. So that's that. So 2 quick events. This coming Sunday, we've got some special music, Christmas music at 5:00. It's going to be outstanding. St. Pete High School choral group, typically about 8 young ladies, will come and they will sing some Christmas music. That'll be outstanding. They'll do this a cappella. And then as well, we're going to have the Island Church bells. They'll be ringing, playing,
Yep.
and appreciate JJ and thankful for her and all the ladies that will be helping us with that. And then Alex Kinzick is going to be as well playing. She composes music, and some of you know her. And if you haven't met her yet, if you're off, you'll meet her. She composes, writes, and plays all types of instruments. But she's going to be playing the keyboard, some play some special music that she's written. And so, pretty amazing time this coming Sunday, 5 o'clock. Here at Island Church facilities.
It's gonna be a good time. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Christmas Eve, it happens. It's going to happen. It should be standing room only. Christmas Eve at 5 o'clock, and we hope that it is. And and so just make plans. You can bring your guests, your friends, your neighbors that maybe aren't connected to a church in any way to these very low risk events. And but yet they're high kind of touch with people. And so this Sunday and Christmas Eve.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great times to just, yet again, like you said, people are most open to coming to church. We know Christmas and Easter. And so Christmas, especially though, Christmas seems to, people want to be in the Christmas spirit. And even if they don't have a church background, they still kind of are attracted to that. So these are great opportunities to kind of pull people in. And so Pastor Will, what's a way, with everything coming up this Christmas season, what's a way that folks can be praying for the church right now?
Well, I think it's very important for us to continue to pray about the guests and our friends that we're inviting and people that we're connecting with. That's our big thing. Certainly, we're trying to close out well financially. So maybe somebody wants to make an end of the year gift, and maybe you can pray about that personally. And one of the things that St. I do every year is make sure that we haven't missed, and we go back and we look at our giving for the year. And so somehow we were out or something else, we make that up. And so, but that's on one side of it. But the people side of what we do, just think about your neighbors and your friends and the people that you don't need 10 or 12. I mean, just that 1, 2, 3 people that you're engaged with that you can invite. We got some great events. We're going to pray for them that God will move in their lives and that they would respond. And so we're just very, very grateful for the opportunity for our church, the people that have gone before us, and we're very thankful for what lies here in front of us. So it's going to be a good time.
Great way to be praying. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Pastor Will. Thank you all for watching. Check us out on Sunday morning. Be sure to mark your calendar for all the events coming up. Invite a friend, and we'll see you back here next week on the Island Church Weekly Podcast.